Hello friends, today's video will not be about the resorts. I will tell you how much does it cost to live in the Dominican Republic. I live in Punta Cana. It's considered to be the most expensive area in the whole country. So now, using the example of my family, I will show you how much money we spend per month and for what. Well, let's start. The first and the biggest expense is the rent. I live in Cocotal. To my opinion, it's the best residential complex here in Bávaro. It's actually a golf course. The residence is very large and so beautiful. It will take you about 2 hours to get around it. It's very safe here, good neighbors, and the nature around is absolutely stunning. I absolutely love drinking coffee in the morning on my balcony and enjoying the view of the lake and green palms. We go for a walk or bicycle in the evening. Well, the best place for me. You cannot walk to the beach from here. It's like about 5 minutes driving. But when you live in the Dominican Republic for a long time, you don't really care about the beach much. But the swimming pools are next to each building. So this is my building and the rent I pay is $7.50 per month. This is the apartment. It has 4 bedrooms. It's actually a below market price because I was doing real estate and could find such a cheap option. Normally, 4-bedroom apartments in Cocotal cost $10 or $1,200 per month. The furniture is ours, but you will easily find apartments with furniture here. And the price will be starting $700 per 1 or 2-bedroom apartment. For the electricity, we pay $100 per month in winter and about $200 in summer, because in summer we use air. We do not use air for a long time. If you will, the bill will be $300-400 or even higher per month. Internet costs $30 per month and the mobile network is $50 per me and my husband. The other expense is medical insurance. You cannot live without it here because we do not have any public clinic here in Punta Cana. I pay $140 per month for a family of 4. That's average. You can find cheaper, but it will not work in all the hospitals. You still have to pay something with this insurance when you visit doctor, but not much, like about $10. Well, the next very significant part of our expense is the kids. I have 2 and they both go to school. The problem is that here in the Dominican Republic, especially in Punta Cana, the public schools are really bad. There is a joke. When a kid finishes the Dominican school, he will know how to read, to dance bachata, and will have 1 or 2 kids. It's a joke, of course, but there is a grain of truth in every joke. So that's why the majority of Dominican parents try to send their kids to private schools. The price might be different, from $100 per month up to more than $1,000. Our school costs $250 per kid and there is a discount for 2, 10%. So I pay $450 per both kids for school per month. That's actually cheap, but the problem is that doesn't matter if you pay $250 or $300 or $400 or $500, the level of education will be more or less the same. So the school is not perfect, but I like that the classes are small, like 5 or 7 kids, and they teach in English. Also, my kids go to music, dance and football, and that costs me $150 per month. We also have a nanny. She prepares food and cleans the house, and I pay her $350 per month. The next expense is the cars. We have 2 not expensive cars, and we spend approximately $400 per month per gas. Both cars. One car has full insurance, which is $100 per month, and let's take for maintenance about $50. Now about the food. We spend $1,000 per month per food, from which $700 or $800 will be the supermarket shopping. By that I mean not only food but also household chemicals, cosmetics, I mean all we buy in the supermarket. And $200 or $300 per month we spend for restaurants. We never go to expensive ones, maybe only on birthday, but once or twice per week we go to pizza, sushi bar, something not expensive. What else? About $100 per month we spend for entertainment, cinemas, or go to a bar with friends. We don't drink much alcohol, that's why it's not expensive for us. My husband goes to gym, it's $30 per month, and I go to manicure and massage. It costs me $100 per month approximately. The clothes is about $150. Well, I think I pointed all the expenses, and now let's count. Here are they once again, and it turns out $3,950 per month in winter and $4,050 in summer. So let's say $4,000. $4,000 we spend for everyday life. But we didn't count such things as travel, gifts, large purchases, for example, phone or computer or furniture. Imagine if your car broke or you got sick or you need to fix your teeth. Also help to parents, charity, and so on. And we do not have any loans. So if you count all that, it turns out that you need $5,000 or more to live in the Dominican Republic, at least here in Punta Cana. And I don't have a luxury life, as you see. Of course, if you don't have kids, it will be much less. Also, you can find a cheaper apartment, but condos here in Bávaro, Punta Cana start from $400 per month, and it will not be such a beautiful area like Cocotari. You can also save some money on food, but not much because it's expensive here. And I can't say that we buy absolutely everything we can. No, we are just regular. What I want to say that it's really difficult to significantly reduce the cost of living here. I mean, you cannot go to gym or to manicure, not go to cinemas or bars, but what kind of life will you have then? Maybe you want to ask me, how do the Dominican people live then? The average salary in the country is $300 per month. Well, unfortunately, some of them live like that. Those barrios are just 10 minutes driving from Cocotari. That looks sad, but actually not everything is so bad. In other towns, which are not on the coast, you can rent a nice apartment for $100 or $200. The food is not expensive either. The electricity costs much less. In some areas, they do not pay for electricity at all. I don't really know how. They do not go for sushi, and as my nanny says, they never buy fruits, they just go and look for it. Of course, I will not be able to find any fruits growing in Punta Cana or Bávaro. So guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope it was interesting. Please write in the comments if you liked it or not. And if you want to go to live in the Dominican Republic, now you know how much money you will need. I'm also planning to make a video about Airbnb and renting, which area is the best in Punta Cana. Please give me feedback if this is interesting for you. And I wish you to come to the Dominican Republic soon and see you here. Bye bye!